We are safe here for now. We will plan in the morning.
You have done well. Now I must prepare you for the rest of your journey. Zeus is all-powerful now, but it was not always so. Ages ago, the Titans ruled the universe under Kronos, and humanity suffered under their harsh rule.
Castor! Follow me, father.
So this is a mission that has previously vexed me, but no more. I have figured this mission out to the nth degree. Yeah, it's actually quite funny how easy this mission is now.
You are not as other men, father. You are favored by the gods. Get the relic to the temple!
I will also be showcasing both a cheeky version of this mission and also a more traditional run. Starting with the cheesy approach. So you do want to stop them from destroying these statues. These statues are basically the bulk of our DPS. We can basically do the ring around the rosies. Whilst these things take a ridiculous amount of DPS from these statues.
The trials you face strengthen you. Continue the journey before you, father.
This bit is just as straightforward as it comes. You don't even need to micro, to be honest. Like, the flame damage is kind of, just shrug it off.
Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades did battle with the Titans in a great war. Kronos and the Titans were imprisoned in Tartarus, the deepest part of the underworld. Zeus came to rule over all the heavens. Poseidon envies his brother's domain and wishes it for himself. Kronos knows this and tempts Poseidon with promises of power if he is released.
Poseidon? No.
Yes, there are several places where one can enter Tartarus, but Zeus sealed them all with adamantine doors. These can only be opened by a mortal's hands, Gargarensis.
The gate. That's what we saw when we entered Erebus in Greece.
Yes. Gargarensis believes that if he helps the Titans return, Poseidon and Kronos will make him immortal as a reward.
Destroy this landslide to escape the underworld!
So this phase of the mission has been an area that's vexed me in the past, but no more. I completely understand this part now, and how easy it is. Like, it's ridiculous just how straightforward this part of the mission is now. So
you refer?
basically just use the two heroes and the priest for the bulk of this phase, because priests are just legit busted. They're so good. They can heal and they can do insane DPS to myth units. Couple that with Arcantos' buff, and it's mental just how much damage they're able to put out.
That looked like Theris. It has been a long time since you sent him to the underworld, Arcantos. Fighting old battles again?
Actually, only want one for this next phase. The rest will leave here. So we just need to get this down to 9,000 and then the next phase will begin.
and we
Do, however, want to make sure that we're not all grouped up. Definitely don't want to use the main bulk of the troops either. And the reason, this is a sacrifice basically. We don't want to use all of our catapults or they'll all get destroyed by the Avengers that show up. The next phase beyond this is at 6,000 hit points. At that point we see a second ambush. What we're doing, we're splitting these guys up. Make sure that we're not losing the priests. Make sure that they're a little bit further behind. Now we can send all the catapults up for this final phase. Also send all of our troops. So what we're going to do, we're going to put these shades in very specific locations. These guys can go a bit further. I'm going to be quite close actually to this, so they don't get targeted. This next fight will occur at 6,000 HP.
You eat into you.
And that is all you need to do for this phase. Now the next phase is arguably the most challenging phase. First off, I'm going to show you a cheeky which makes this phase an unbelievable piece of cake. If you want to challenge yourself to do it the more traditional route, I will create a save point and then we will load up and I will showcase the more traditional route afterwards. So basically we'll do it twice in one video.
Father, we must escape. Your enemy lies across the sea, Father. Your fleet awaits. We've got to establish a base on the far shore as quickly as possible.
These two on a separate thing. We just drop that down, create a save point, and call it cheeky. It's team 3. Pop that across here. This is team 1. This is team 2. First off, we just need to trigger the thing. These guys are just tanking.
Into you.
Actually hilarious just how easy this is.
Into you.
Βούλομαι. Μάλιστα. Έτοιμοι. Τέκτον.
Έτοιμος.
Έτοιμοι.
Get them out of the way.
Destroy
Down.
those siege weapons.
Πρόσταγμα.
Bam, bam, bam. Diddle-ow. So in case you're wondering what the hell I'm doing, I'm basically creating Trobolos to take down this wonder. Because the wonder is the only objective that matters. Now you'll also notice that you can't actually, that the range is too far for the Trobolos to hit this wonder. So we're going to build a transport. But yeah, it's too far. Like you cannot. It won't shoot. Basically, it's too far away. So what we're doing is build a transport. We'll kill this off, and then we'll transport over here to where that grass is. I almost feel like the devs actually knew this would be a potential strategy, but didn't consider someone building a dock there. Don't ask why. Like. I could be wrong on that. It's just an assumption. But it feels like... Yeah. Yeah, this was intentional. Or it was an oversight. But that is literally the dumbest tactic to win this mission. Doesn't really matter what else dies, to be honest. You could use everything else in the game. Doesn't really matter. There's no real way for the enemy to stop you. Occasionally they'll send up a Trobolos. But even if they do, you've got an earthquake. The enemy does send villagers to repair, but they don't send nearly as many as they need to. Upgrading to the heavies now because it massively increases the DPS. You can have a crack and see if you can turn any of them into pigs. Didn't get lucky this time, but don't really need it anyway, to be honest. You could also actually build a marketplace, and you can sell off food for wood and gold and create even more Trobolos. Just for funsies more than anything else, to be honest.
Πρόσταγμα έτοιμος. Λέγε έτοιμος.
And you can just drop an earthquake as well, just for the nail in the coffin, so to speak. And that is pretty much all she wrote for this mission. Nice little cheeky to start things off.
Zeus cannot interfere directly or it will touch off a war amongst all the gods. That is why you are here. Make no mistake. If Kronos escapes, this will be Atlantis. And all you love will be lost.
Arcantos, are you all right?
Yes, just a bad dream.
Come, join us. It is time to plan our attack.
Let me make sure I understand. Osiris's pyramid guards another passage to the underworld?
Yes. If we can reunite the body of Osiris, he will live again.
We have one piece. There are 3 more which must be found and brought here.
We have to split up. Amonra, you, Chiron, and I will divide our forces and recover the other pieces. Ajax, you come with me.
Alright, so whilst that does technically conclude this scenario, what we are going to do next is basically load up our save point, and I'm going to showcase the traditional route should you want to do it the more conventional way. If you want to challenge yourself but not quite sure how to tackle this mission, then by all means I will continue watching and I will showcase how to do it. Alright, so this mission without cheese is crazy difficult, especially on Ludicrous. Drop these over here, pick up this relic. Also want to take Chemsit specifically onto this boat. Send him on a little errand. Send these guys over here, these guys over here.
Λέγε πρόσταγμα.
Into you.
Λέγε έτοιμος. Λέγε έτοιμος. Έτοιμος.
What we're going to do with Kempsit isn't too dissimilar to what we did with the catapults in the cheeky, to be honest.
Λέγε έτοιμος.
Into you.
Etumani. Ne. Malista.
Pick up that relic.
Λέγε έτοιμος.
Inteyu, Yuyer, Teirifer.
Roshese. Etumo. Est Malista. Rosh. Ne. Et Roshese. Ha esto. Ne.
Λέγε έστω. Ναι, ναι.
First off, sample over here.
Μάλιστα.
Λέγε.
Et Roshese.
So there are plenty of vault spawns there a little later on, which is something that we want to grab ASAP Rocky. Turning all of our resources over to the far left hand side, because this is basically the location where the enemy attacks us. You need to be very careful we're not losing Hydras. Hydras are the most important unit in this mission.
Siege weapons.
Λέει βούλομαι. Ναι, βούλομαι. Στέκτον.
And we can't make any more. That's part of the issue why they're so valuable. I mean, aside from being Hydras, of course. We also need to be very careful we don't overextend there. Want to pick up as many relics as possible.
Έτοιμος.
We'll also need a second temple in order to
Πρόσεχε. Τέκτον. Γρητόμος.
Etumos.
yeah, sorry, we need a second temple in order to house all the relics because there are so many of them.
Πρόσεχε. Έστω. Μαλάνι. Έστω.
Roshese. Vulhani. Volume.
Λέει μπουλου. Ναι. Μπουλούμε. Ναι.
Rose. Vulne.
Λέγε.
Έτοιμος. Βουφορβός.
Prostagma. Malis. Ne. Vulum Malista. Etimos.
Πρόσεχε. Μπουλούμε. Μάλιστα. Ναι. Πάνι.
Etupan. Ne.
That's nothing over here. Good to know from the boys.
Malista. Ne. Etimos.
Hydra is definitely not who I want to be leading with.
Prostaghani.
Grab or Pegasus for a very specific strategy. The Nemean Vexes are awesome.
Leje. Kalos. Prostagma. Volume. Mahani.
Alright. So a specific strategy I want to pull off with the earthquake to take care of a couple of buildings that are going to be causing a headache, and it's far easier to deal with them this way than any other way. Captured that, lovely. Oh, that is very difficult to get to. Okay. Invest even more into that then. Okay, at this point we can invest into food. These ones can invest into timber. Also going to need to repair this.
Λέγε. Ναι. Τέκτον. Γρητόμος.
Πρόσεχε.
Build
Μάλιστα.
a wall from here to here.
Etimos.
Split these up a little bit this time. Since they seem to do chain lightning, which is pretty bad. Right here's the spot. First we want to take down the temple, the stable and the military academy. It's kind of like what I'm going for. Temple specifically is the main one. Okay, perfect. Need some more people on this.
Έτοιμος. Πρόσταγμα.
There's
Λέγε
not
τα
great.
λέγεις. Έστω. Ναι. Ναι. Μάλιστα. Ναι, μάλιστα. Ναι. Τέκτον. Πρόσεχε.
Don't get attacked.
Λέγε.
So you've got a fortress, so I can start shooting down some of these yeah, I need to shoot down some of these statues.
Πρόσταγμα.
Major problem.
Έτοιμο. Μάλιστα. Τέκτον. Έστω. Τέκτον.
We want to buy ourselves more time, basically.
Έτοιμος.
Έτοιμη. Θηρευτής.
Πρόσταγμα.
Be very careful about fighting anywhere near these statues. The Neem Rexes are awesome because they stun. You can get to a point where you have enough of them, they just stun lock, which is incredible. No, don't die. Oh, we don't have the heal ability, that's going to be a problem. Nope. Do it.
Λέγε. Τέκτον. Θρητό.
Πρόσταγμα. Όρο. Ισμακέν.
We really don't have a good way of dealing with the enemy troops that they send, to be honest. Kind of just have to do it by the numbers.
Πρόσταγμα. Φορβός.
Stop. Actually, we want to put people on there. We need favor badly. We also need more gold.
Λέγε. Τέκτον. Μεταλλεύς. Πρόσταγμα. Τέκτον. Μάλιστα. Γρητόμος.
Πρόσεχε.
Πρόσεχε.
I want to grab that upgrade. That's a huge upgrade.
Λέγε. Τέκτον. Ναι. Θρητόμος. Λέγει μάλιστα.
Just grab these guys.
Μεταλλεύς.
Πρόσεχε. Ναι. Ανή.
Ναι. Βούλομαι.
Πρόσεχε. Βούλουμε. Πρόσταγμα. Πρόσεχε. Ναι.
Now we should be able to at least do some damage to the enemy.
Ναι. Βούλουμε.
Λέγε.
We've got enough workers now.
Πρόσταγμα.
Πρόσεχε. Έστω. Ναι, μάλιστα.
Μάλιστα. Λέγουμε. Ναι, μάλιστα. Πρόσεχε.
Πρόσεχε.
Έστω. Ναι, μάλιστα. Πρόσταγμα.
Έτοιμος.
He's back.
Ναι. Ανή.
How much do these Chimera things cost? Hell of a lot of favor, but
Πρόσεχε. Μάλιστα.
they are worth picking up, to be fair.
Έτοιμος. Ναι.
Προβούλομαι.
Πρόσεχε.
We also need
Τέκτον. Βρυτό.
Έτοιμος.
this
Πρόσεχε.
armory. Okay, with this money, we should be able to take down their fortress and just weaken their attacks against us. Although weaken their attack still isn't that great. We need to sell some wood. Gold.
Prostagma. Hani. Esto. Roshes. Hani. Μάλιστα.
Πρόσεχε.
Πρόσταγμα. Βούλομαι. Μάλιστα.
I'm low on. Still favor. Still favor.
Βούλο. Ταπεινός.
Έτοιμος.
Λέζε. Ναι, βούλουμε.
Έτοιμο. Πρόσεχε.
Μάλιστα. Τέκτον, ναι. Πρόσταγμα. Τέκτον. Μάλιστα. Βουφορβός.
Έτοιμος. Hani. Λέζε. Ναι, βουλχανέστο. Hani.
Okay, we need to stop making Petropolis. I just realised how many I've got. Way too many. I mean, they're good. Oh, this mission is insane. Luckily, we've got enough Nemean Rexes now that we can pretty much stun lock the enemy. Pick up this relic. Pop that in there. This reduces the amount of favor myth units cost, which is huge. We want to be very, very careful that we don't overpush here, especially without Gargarensis.
Έτοιμος. Λέζε ανέστο. Βούλουμε. Προσταγμαλός. Έτοιμο. Ναι.
Actually would be useful for us. Come sit, be a doll.
Πρόσταγμα. Όρο. Έστω. Ναι.
Get stun locks. Yeah, boys! The stun lock is real. Okay, whoa, boys. Hold your horses just a second. Bow, 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 down, 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 down.
Πρόσταγμα. Έτοιμος. Ναι, πρόσταγμα. Ναι, βούλουμε.
It needs to be off team 1, team 2.
Έτοιμος.
There's still a bunch of statues we need to be very, very careful of. Well, they're attacking. Why?
Hani. Πρόσταγμα. Λέζε. Μάλιστα.
I don't want to overpush.
Πρόσεχε.
Be careful. The enemy doesn't seem to be pushing from the left-hand side, or right-hand side, which is great. We need to sort out food. Food's a problem. Okay, I've got a load of
Έτοιμοι. Τέκτον.
woods.
Λέγε.
Έτοιμο. Μαχούλου μάλιστα. Μάλιστα. Μάλιστα.
You take out their production buildings.
Έτοιμος.
More statues. There's one main one in the mid-center there.
Έτοιμο. Πούλουμε. Πούλουμε.
Very careful we don't
Έτοιμο.
push
Μάλιστα.
into range of that.
Λέγε. Πρόσταγμα. Πούλουμε. Έσου. Πρόσεξε. Ναι. Ανή. Ναι.
Whoa, no. Should even think about it.
Λέγε.
Έτοιμος. Μάλιστα. Ναι. Πρόσεχε. Έτοιμος. Βούλουμε. Έτοιμος. Ανή. Ανή. Έτοιμος.
Alright, that should be GG.
A hero has fallen.
Not much Russian. Crazy mission on Ludicrous, though, my god. Like, if you do it the traditional way, I mean, the cheeky now is looking really appealing, right? This is a dog of a mission. Kind of surprised I'm still maxed out, to be honest. These things are insane. 24 damage and 11 times more throwing against buildings, like woof. But it is the patrollers that do all the heavy lifting in this mission.
We'll crush their wonder to rubble.
Yeah. I won't replay the cinematic again. But that is technically the way to do it. But yeah, that'll right about do it for this crazy mission. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up. If this is the kind of content you enjoy, then please do consider subscribing to the channel. It does help support the channel and would be greatly appreciated. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. And as always, I shall see you in the next video.